I don't really need to be anything. All a bad bitch needs some. I got bands in the coop, bustin' out the roof. I got bands in the coop, touch me out. Take a little ass. Look, take a little ass.
Hey y'all, it's Monty and I'm back with another video. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into this. Well, kind of. This is gonna be an ombre design, but I'm gonna have a cutout on the side. It's gonna be a diagonal cutout. And if you're anxious to just get straight to the point of me doing the cutout design, simply just skip forward and go to 5 minutes and 30 seconds of the video, and that is where I actually start cutting out the design. But anyways, I am doing the cutout design along with, in my previous video, I showed you guys how I did the pigment powder with the rainbow neon effect. So 2 nails are gonna be like that, but they're not gonna be rainbow, they're gonna be pink and purple. She wanted both designs, so she wanted the cutout design and the pigment powder line stripes, whatever you wanna call it. So anyways, on this hand, I'm gonna be doing the index finger full ombre. I'm not gonna cut out anything on this finger, and then on the other hand I'm gonna be doing the pinky the same way. So keep watching. Like I said, I'm just doing ombre on this finger. Next hand I'm gonna be doing the same thing, and then I'm gonna be going in with clear to give her a feel for the other nails that are gonna be the cutout design. So I'm gonna jump back into the video once I start doing the cutout design because I don't want to talk too much. I'm already out of breath. So keep watching and I'll jump back in when I get to the next step. So really fast, I've had a lot of requests from Instagram. A lot of people DMing me asking me if they could, if I could show them how to do ombre. And since I can't be in multiple places at one time and I'm not at the capacity to where I can start teaching, I did do a full video of ombre nails. So that video will be posted fairly soon, where I kind of go through how I do my ombres with acrylic powder. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm giving her a fill and I'm using clear acrylic. All my powders that are in this video are going to be by Mia Secret, so this is going to be Mia Secret Clear, and I'm just going back and giving her a fill. I don't go all the way over the nails because her nails are pretty thick from her last set, so I kind of filed them down to where it wasn't too thin. But since I'm going back over it with the white and the beige, I didn't want to do too much clear over the entire nail. right, so here is where I'm about to cut it. You get it? The music? Y'all got it? Anyways, so with the cutout design, since I'm doing the ombre regular, and there's nothing snazzy or different that I'm doing with the ombre. I'm doing my ombre like I would normally do a regular ombre nail, except I'm trying to move as fast as I can because I do not want this acrylic to dry on me. Once this acrylic dries, you're not able to cut through it. So I'm gonna take my Exacto knife. I got my Exacto knife from Michael's. I think it was like $8. And I'm just gonna simply cut diagonally into the nail. So easy as that. As long as your acrylic is wet, this part is easy. You should be able to cut through it and then scrape the rest off, and it comes off just like that. Really quick tip though, please make sure that you dip your Exacto knife into some clear acrylic powder. If you don't, the acrylic that's wet that you're cutting into is going to stick to the Exacto knife, and then it's just going to be a big mess. It's going to cause a lot of trouble. It's going to be a hassle. So just to avoid all that, just simply dip it into some clear acrylic, and it won't stick to the knife. So like I said, work a little bit fast. I'm using, like I said, Mia's Secret, all her products. I don't even know if it's a her, but I'm using all Mia's Secret products. They don't dry as fast, or they're not fast setting, so they give me a lot of time to work with. They don't dry super fast. But another thing is, when I do the ombre, sometimes I don't focus too much on the cuticle area at the moment. I kind of just try to get what I need to get done so I can cut it, and then I'll go back in with the cuticle bead to finish off my design. So I think I do that on here. So I'm not going all the way back. I'm trying to make sure that, oh, I did go all the way back. But anyways, I'm probably going to come back in with another cuticle bead, but just to get the ombre right, I do that, and then I come back in with the knife, cut it, and then I'll go back in with some more powder if I need to fix the back portion of the nail or the cuticle area of the nail. So look, go straight through, slides right off. It's super simple. The only thing that I can tell you is to just work as fast as you can, so it doesn't dry on you, just so you won't have complications, because once it dries, it's a wrap. So yeah, like I said, I go back in with the cuticle bead, and then I finish that off, move on to the next nail. So continue watching. It's pretty much like 1, 2, 3. Layer acrylic down, do your ombre or whatever color you're doing, because you don't have to necessarily do ombre. It'll probably be easier with just one color, but you want to make sure that your acrylic is thick enough, because you want to have a wall, so when you go back to file the part that you cut off so you can make it more straight and more precise, you want your acrylic to be thick enough to have like a wall or a barrier that you can set your file up against to file it. Unfortunately, I didn't put that portion of the video on here because my phone died, so I have to do another video where I do strictly cutouts. Maybe I'll just do a solid nail, a solid color, so it's not too much of a process of me doing the acrylic ombre and then coming back in and doing the cutting and finishing, blah 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 blah. So anyways, simple design, super cute, and all you need is an Exacto knife. I got mine from Michael's. It was $8. I'm pretty sure you can find one cheaper. I was in a rush when I was getting the thing, or getting the knife. So anyways, I just feel like this is so satisfying to watch, like cutting into it and then just scraping it off. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys continue to watch until I go into the next step, which is unfortunately not gonna be me filing the cutout to make it more precise, but it's gonna be me putting the glitter into the cutout. So keep watching, and I'll step back in when I get to that step. so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the glitter into the cutout portion of the nail. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the lines where, you know, I cut the nail with the knife are a lot more straight than what it was when I initially went in with the knife, and that's because I went in with a file to file up against that line to get it more straight. Unfortunately, I was not able to get that into the video because my phone died once I got to that step. But anyways, so here we are. I went ahead and laid down a thin layer of clear acrylic into the part that was cut out. And then while my brush was still wet, I dipped it into the glitter and added that on top of that clear acrylic. The glitter that I'm using, I got it from AliExpress. One glitter was just some holographic glitter, and then I added some purple glitter just to get this mix going. But basically, the reason why I didn't want to grab the acrylic or the glitter with the acrylic on the brush is because it was making it too bulky. So, you know, trial and error, you learn from your own mistakes. I did that on a few nails, and I figured I had more control if I just put the thin layer of clear acrylic down first and then added the glitter on top of that clear and then went back and encapsulated it. So it's kind of like a play and see what works for you type of thing. That worked for me. It might be better if you grab the acrylic and then put the glitter on the brush with the acrylic on there. However you want to do it, but you're basically just going in, you're filling in that empty space with the glitter, or you can use a color, you can use whatever you like, but we went ahead and did the glitter mix. So after I put the glitter down, I just go back in, I fill in the space first. So I want to fill in that space, kind of get it level to where the ombre is. That's why I said that wall, like you want to make sure that you kind of get it leveled, and then I'll go back in and encapsulate the entire nail so everything is even. So I'm gonna go ahead and end me talking right here. I'm gonna do the thumb, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step. So here I'm just shaping the nails up. You know, as always, you want to go back in with your file and reshape your nails once you lay the acrylic down, because it takes away from your shape. I'm not going to get too in depth with the filing process. I'll probably make another video just doing shaping period, but I'm only going to do these 3 nails on camera, and then I'm going to move on to the next step. Okay, so I know you guys recognize this a little bit from my last video if you watched it, but if you didn't, I'm going to be doing these 2 lines and I'm using gel paint. In my previous video where I did this design, I did state that next time I would use tape, but I didn't have any tape, so I'm freehanding it again. But it's simple as you drawing 2 lines next to each other. One's gonna be thicker towards the outer portion of the nail, and then you're gonna do one a little bit smaller right next to it. Using a thin nail art brush. I got this from Amazon, and I'm using a gel paint. The brand is called Vitro, and I just got it from my local my local nail supply, and it's like gel polish, but it's thicker. But I diluted mine with acetone because I didn't like the consistency of it, because it was making the lines, it was making my lines too bulky, and I needed them to be as flat as possible. So here I'm just going in with the cleanup brush, and I'll cure that for 30 seconds. I'll come back over it with the pigments. In my case, I'm using colored acrylic, but you can use regular pigment powders. I don't have certain colors in pigment powders, so I just use acrylic colors and they work just the same. Like I said, I did do this design fully in another video, actually the one that I uploaded right before this one. So if you want to take a look at that, so you can see in full detail what I did. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I think I just talked a little bit more than I'm going to be talking right now. So I'm just going to let you guys continue watching, and then I'll jump back in once I start top coating and everything. So once you're satisfied and get your desired look, of course you want to go over your nails or your set with a gel top coat. I'm using my favorite gel top coat. This is by Nail by John. It's called Candy Paint, and it's literally like candy paint. It's very shiny. It seems like it lasts long, and I just love the way it just gives that shine off. So as y'all can see, my bottle is tipped upside down, but anyways, you're gonna make sure that you cure this for 60 seconds, and then boom. This is the final look, you guys. I love how the purple, the pinks, the glitter, the everything, it just looks so bomb. Super simple design, just gotta have some patience, but at the same time kind of work fast because you don't want your acrylic to dry on you when you get to that cutout. But this set is just so amazing to me. It looks beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys were able to learn some stuff. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.